Janelle here, the expert to follow to become genuinely happy, wildly successful, and a dynamic leader. This is Midweek Momentum. Do you ever care what people think? Have you ever prevented yourself from doing something because you were so concerned about what someone else was going to think or what other people were going to say? This can be as minor as getting a new hairstyle or getting up and singing karaoke, or as major as staying in a relationship or job you hate, or rejecting who you truly are, not showing the world and the people you love around you who you truly are. So the severity of when we do this or why we do this ranges. However, if you do it, if this is a behavior that you have in your life, and I can say with confidence that we all do it to some degree at some point, how is it limiting you? How are you stopping yourself? What are the things you're missing out on because of this behavior? I hear a lot of people talking about freedom, and they want freedom in their life. What do people mean by that? What do you mean by that when you say you want freedom in your life? Because what I've noticed is when I start to dig down deeper with clients, at face value it might sound like they want financial freedom, to have the money to do the things that they want to do. However, when I dig down, what I've actually been finding is that people truly want to be able to do whatever they want, with who they want, when they want, for themselves. Freedom to do those things and not worry about what anyone else has to say about it. And I'm not talking about doing things and tearing other people down along the way to get what you want, but it's simple things. It's expressing who we are and actually creating the life that we want without worrying about what Joe Blow is going to say about it. We're worried about the rumor mill, the gossip. What are people going to say if we do this thing that I've been wanting to do? This actually becomes a pattern. So just like any other behavior, the more you do it, the more you're going to do it. So how do you stop it? Stop the pattern. The only way to not have the pattern is to stop it, to interrupt it. So you can imagine a CD, right, or a vinyl disc. It plays on the record player and the CD player smoothly, but what happens when you get a scratch in it? It skips. So how many scratches do you need on that disc before it will just stop playing, right? Not that many. It won't play smoothly, you'll just throw it out. It's the same thing if you can imagine that your behavior represents one of those discs. And the more it plays, it's just going to play smoothly. But if you get any scratches in it, the more interruptions you get, so you stop yourself from having that behavior, eventually that behavior won't be able to play it anymore, and you'll just be able to toss it to the side. So how do you interrupt the behavior? You catch it. Catch it in the moment. When you're about to do something and then you feel you stop yourself, ask yourself, for what purpose am I stopping myself? Am I concerned about what someone else is going to think or say? And is that the only reason why I'm choosing to not do this? If so, do it anyways. You stop the pattern, and every time you stop the pattern, you interrupt it, and that pattern will no longer be able to play the same way anymore. What you may notice is that when you start to accept those things that you truly want to do and accept them as something that is you and is part of you and part of your behavior, everyone else around you just seems to naturally accept those too. The more you can own what it is you want for yourself, the more other people will be able to accept it. Attached in the description of this video is a link to a video about perception is projection that will explain a little bit more to you as to why that is. So of course, like you guys, I can fall into this pattern as well sometimes. So what I've done in the last few months to completely dismantle this pattern is take a few action steps of my own. Some of the ideas that I had was skinny dipping, making these videos, putting myself out there, as well as making some changes to my relationship. So what is it that you want? What is it that you've been wanting to do, that you've been putting off or preventing yourself from doing because you're worried about what someone else may think? I want you to go ahead and do it. If you're truly ready to stop this pattern in your life and begin to create the life that you want and that you deserve, go ahead and end your pattern today and make it happen. To become genuinely happy, you must do things and live a life for you. To become wildly successful, you have to do things that the average person isn't willing to do. And to become a dynamic leader, you must lead by example. For more ways to become genuinely happy, wildly successful, and a dynamic leader, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make it a great day.